Hey, everybody, what's up? What's up? Anthony Morrison here, live in the house on the Success Connection tonight. How you guys doing? I'm about to turn the webcam on and here we go. If you're excited to be here, just give me a big yes in the chat box. I see tons of you saying yes already. Look, I want you to do me a favor tonight. We got crazy stuff happening tonight. I'm going to show you guys something the world has never seen. Only you will have seen it. And so it's super exciting. Complete, done for you, automated webinar coming your way, ready to make you money. Okay, tonight, you guys know we've been building this, but I'm going to put all these pieces of the puzzle together for you. And I am legit going to give you access to my webinar platform where we run our webinars instead of all these third-party softwares. I want to make a quick shout out to Cheryl Beam, who says that I look like a bodybuilder. Cheryl, you are my new best friend, and let me tell you something. Oh my gosh, a lot of you are saying this. Tony said that I'm working out. Look, funny thing. My one of my best friends in the whole world, she's like family. She's our developer. She's actually on the webinar right now. Her name is Letitia. Some of you may have heard of her. She's look at her comment. She says, I don't know if you can see it. Oh gosh, it cut off. Hold on. It went off. She says, oh shit, you grew. I don't know why everybody's just now noticing this. It might just be this blue shirt. Anyway, I am super excited. Enough about me and how big my muscles are or are not. Remember, everything can appear different on camera than in real life, right? So listen, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited about tonight. You guys haven't seen me and won't see me this excited probably in a long time. It's because tonight I'm gonna put all the pieces of the puzzle together for you. I spent my time, I've been filming a webinar that is, Paul says, where's my mask? Well, it's not in my house, Paul. I'm in my house. I'm safe, right? I'm safe in my house. But here's the deal. I have filmed an entire webinar for you guys, okay, that I'm going to give to you, and you get to run it, and you get to profit from it, okay? I'm going to take care of 100% of everything that you guys need and everything that you need to make it successful. I'm also going to reveal to you how we crush it with automated webinars. How many of you know that I usually build my own stuff? Like, you don't really see me using too much third-party software. You know, you guys see, like, if you're a partner with Anthony Student, you log into our CRM and our affiliate platform. We don't use other people's stuff. Just say yes if you know that. Okay. Lots and lots of people saying yes. Well, here's the thing. We've been doing automated webinars now for many years. And one of the problems is that people kind of, for lack of better terminology, they kind of half-ass it, right? When it comes to automated webinars. The software to automate a webinar sucks, right? So I took it upon myself 2 years ago to ask Letitia, who has been with me since I was 20 years old. I said, I'm going to challenge you to build the best automated webinar software on the planet. And she said, okay. And so for the last 2 years, all Letitia has done is build this automated webinar platform. And I'm going to unveil it to you guys. I'm going to show you how it works, and I'm going to get you access to it tonight. And let me tell you something, nobody in the world has access to it. So it's really cool. I'm excited about it. Wanted to go over a couple of really quick things. If you're new to the Success Connection, thank you. We appreciate you being here. It's awesome. And the Success Connection is something that I do every single week, and it's for only my students, right? But it's for students of any one of my programs. So it doesn't matter if you're, an ambassador or a partner with Anthony, or maybe Inbox Inner Circle, Instagram Mastery. It doesn't matter what program you have. You're all welcome here on the Success Connection. The only difference is that this is not a continuation of any kind of training, okay? So if you've got one program, we're not talking about that specific program here on the Success Connection. What we do here is we build businesses, okay? We build them from the ground up, we build them from scratch, and we give them to you and let you profit from them, all right? So the Success Connection is something completely different. It's free, you're not paying to be here. And I'll tell you this, and I'll be completely upfront with you because you guys know, I mean, how many of you know that I'm pretty transparent on my webinars, right? Like you pretty much know everything I'm doing. I never throw curveballs at you, nothing like that, right? In the last 2 years of being on the Success Connection, I have gotten on this webinar and I have sold something one time, and well, 2 times. One time was the $7 Partner with Anthony Access, which was last January. And one time was earlier this year, it was Russell Brunson's book. I think it was 20 bucks. And it was because it was for a good cause. That's the only 2 times I have sold anything on this webinar in the last 2 years. All I do is teach, give, educate, build for you, give to you, all of those things. So this is not a big sales pitch webinar. That's not how this works. So if this is your first time with us, I want you to know that. However, tonight I am going to make you guys an offer for our webinar platform, for our automated webinar platform, because we've been developing it for 2 years. We have over $1 million in development in it, and we felt like when we started doing webinars and I looked at all the things, I thought this would be a great platform for my students. I want them to have it before the world has it. And so tonight, at the end of our training, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to get access to my software to automate your webinars. How many of you are okay with that? Just say yes if you are. Okay. Understand, this is not a big sales pitch webinar. You know I hate getting on here and selling anything, but at the end of the day, I want you to have this because next week, ClickFunnels themselves is going to be launching to their universe my automated webinar software. How many of you think that's pretty crazy? Just say yes. And I wanted you guys to be able to get it first and get it cheaper, right? Because I always do that for you. And when I wasn't supposed to do this with them until August, and then things got mixed up, changed around. They had to now do it next week. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because I want to make sure that I have an opportunity to give it to you cheaper than anywhere else and anybody else, right? I always do that for you. And it's 100% integrated with ClickFunnels. Their whole dev team is working on it right now, making it all pretty and nice, okay? So with that said, here we go. Listen, we got 1,000 people on tonight. We're maxed out. So if you're in the Facebook group, let everybody know we've maxed out. If you're on, you better stay on. If you haven't gotten on, you better keep trying. Maybe somebody will get booted off. But tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about and we're going to go through some of the things that we've been doing for automated webinars, okay? So if you're new, we're going to, let's see, automated webinars. What we're going to do is we're going to draw out the automated webinar funnel one more time, okay? So I'm going to show you what this funnel looks like, all right, and how it works. And then I'm going to show you all the pages we've already built for you, and then the webinar that I did for you. Now, here's the cool thing, okay? I want everybody to be super quiet and listen, okay? Quiet in that I can't hear you talking, but maybe just be quiet in your own house, okay? Here's the deal. When I give you this automated webinar, I want you to understand something. Every time I do something on the Success Connection, there is never a catch to it. What that means is if I build you stuff for free on here, and then I say, hey, look, if you'd like to buy my webinar software, this will crush it, right? What I don't mean is if you don't buy my software, you don't get the webinar that I've built for you. Does that make sense to everybody? You can't run it in my platform, but I'm still going to give you the webinar video and let you run it like just as a VSL page on ClickFunnels, okay? So understand that I never, ever, ever take opportunity away from you. I would never do that. It's not who I am. It's not how I run the Success Connection, but I will give opportunity to you, okay? Okay, so with that said, here we go. Exciting stuff, and I want to dive right in because I've spent 15 minutes because I'm too excited, okay? All right, automated webinars. An automated webinar is a webinar just like the one we're on right now, except for one thing. It's on demand, okay? So it's continuously playing. That means that someone can register for a webinar. Sorry, GoToWebinar's popping up all these, we're maxed out things, have all these notifications that says there's nobody here, okay? or too many people here. Okay, but here's the thing. An automated webinar lets you automate the webinar process. So again, what that means is that people can register to attend your webinar, okay? And it's like a live webinar, just like this. And for them, they attend at the time that they registered for. Does that make sense to everybody? Say yes if it does, because I want to make sure we're all on the same page. All right, so automated webinars allow you to automate webinars for each person who registers. Okay, so you can automate webinars for each person who registers. That's super, super important because I want you to think about it. Tonight, right now, 9 Eastern, it's 8:15 my time, I'm live with you. And every single week at 8 o'clock my time, I'm live with you. Well, if, again, I don't sell, this is not always a sales webinar, right? But let's just say that I was running a webinar that is a sales webinar. How many of you don't want to have to be on a webinar every single night of every single week doing it live to try to sell something? Just say yes. Okay, it kind of makes sense, right? Much easier to automate, okay? One of the reasons why automation works so well is users can select times that work for them. Okay, times that work for them. All right, this means you get a much better show up rate. Okay, now look, we have 1,000 people on the Success Connection right now. We have tons of people on here. We always do. Every week we max out. There's people that can't get in. There's people that complain. But I've been doing this for a long, long time, right? And it's not every day. If I was doing this to make money, it would be really hard to only do it one time a week. Because, well, if I only do it one time a week, then that means that whoever can't attend at this one time, I can't sell anything to, and that makes no sense, right? So automated webinars, simply put, they make more money, okay? They make more money, okay? So they make more money. All right, hold on, sorry, we got to, I got all these notifications coming in from GoToWebinar because we maxed out and it's going nuts. Okay, all right, so truly do max out. I try to tell everybody that. Okay, so we're gonna make more money with an automated webinar than we will with anything else. How does the automated webinar funnel look? Okay, so the first thing that you have to have is you have to have traffic, okay? So traffic is gonna have to come in to your funnel, all right? So traffic is gonna have to come in to your funnel in order for you to be able to obviously have anybody that gets on your webinar. The next thing that happens is they go to a registration, okay, registration page. And this is where they register for the webinar, okay? Now, here's the thing. I want to show you guys something, all right? And I know Brett is on here with me. Some of you probably see it says my name is Brett. We messed up. Brett, just text me if the feed gets too bad. We have so many people on. If it delays or anything, just text me and I'll cut my webcam off. All right, so let me show you what we've built you already, okay? So for those of you that have been here for the last few weeks, some of you haven't, these are pages we've already built you, registration pages, okay, that will allow you to start registering people for your automated webinar. In fact, this is one of the ones that we built for you right here. Okay, so you can see this page right here. This is a registration page. So this is the registration page in the funnel. Now, if you have software, okay, that creates these automated webinars for you, then what happens is you replace this stuff right here. Does everybody see all this stuff right here where my mouse is kind of going in circles? You replace all of this with a widget that lets people register for the webinar. Because clearly right now, there's not a webinar in the next 29 minutes that would be seen anyway if you were to click on this. So this is kind of a placeholder, okay? But check this out. Let me see if I have, let's see. Here is a copy of that page, okay? But this particular one has our widget on it to actually register for the webinar. Does everybody see how this looks a little bit different? Okay. Does everybody see my screen? It should be showing. This should be showing the ClickFunnels page. Okay. All right. Very good. Everybody's saying yes. There might be some little delays because we have so many people. Okay. So this little widget. Okay. This little widget. All right. Good. That's just my team letting me know that everything is good. This little widget we create inside of our software, which I'm going to show you in just a second. All right. Now watch what happens. When you click this, it comes up with a complete your registration. I want you to check this out. You can put in your name, your email address, and then you can select the session that you want to attend. Now, we've told you in the past you can control when these webinars take place. You get to create whatever you want, right? So check this out. If you look, there's one that starts tonight at 8:30 because I have my webinars set up to start every 15 minutes. So if anybody lands on this page, it's going to show them that they can register for an event every 15 minutes. Does that make sense, everybody? Now, once they click register, they've registered for the event and it's going to take them to a thank you page. We'll look at that in a second. You can also have the option to join a session that's in progress. So when you click on join session in progress, it'll automatically start the webinar and it'll start it a few minutes into the webinar. So it looks like it was already in progress. Does that make sense, everybody? All right, very good. Yes, yes, yes. Cool. Okay, so this is a version of the webinar page using my software. This is the version that I built for all of you that are not using the software. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. This one is not connected to anything that will actually do an automated webinar. This is just the opt-in page for it, okay? All right, so check this out. Okay, now, the next part of this, and I do know that sometimes my feed will get a little fuzzy when I start drawing, okay, so I'll try to go slow. The next part is, once somebody registers, okay, they go to a thank you page. Now, on these thank you pages, I want to be very clear. The goal is to get people to get on the webinar. Does that make sense, everybody? The goal is to get people onto the webinar. That is the goal, okay? So they're very short, they're very simple, they're very pointed. They just say, go do this, okay? Get on this webinar, okay? Now, Jamie says, so we make the widget to get people on this webinar. Yes, so you'll get access to our automated webinar software, and I'm going to show it to you in a second, where you can make these widgets, and you literally just put them on the ClickFunnels pages that I've already made for you, and it connects everything, and then all of a sudden, boom, you've got automated webinars rocking and rolling, okay? In fact, I'll tell you in just a second. I built something really epic for you guys, and it's just because I felt like, hell, why not? And so I think you guys will love it. So just give me a second. Thank you page. The goal is get people on the webinar. That's all we care about, okay? So let me show you the thank you pages that I built for you guys. All right, I built you this thank you page. All right, so check this out. We'll go here, and you'll look like this. Okay, so I built you this thank you page. This is a template, okay? This is a template that you can use no matter how you do automated webinars. You can use this particular template. A video should go there based on whatever it is that you're selling, right? I told you guys I was going to build you a Partner with Anthony automated webinar, correct? Everybody remember that? Partner with Anthony. So if you have the Partner with Anthony program, then you can promote this Partner with Anthony automated webinar, okay? So what I did was I filmed for you a thank you page video for your page. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. That way, it's me telling people to get onto the webinar, which I think probably makes the most sense, right? So this is a template for you to be able to go into and use, right? So this is a template for you to be able to go in and use. However, I've also built one out for you that's already done, right? I like done for you and done with you. So you've got the registration page that lands onto a thank you page. Always happens, okay? What connects these two pages and actually creates the automated webinar? It's always some type of software, okay? ClickFunnels has the ability to do automated webinars, but it's very limited because one of the biggest problems with automated webinars, okay, that we found, okay, so this is the process, and then people go to basically to the webinar, right? So people go from the thank you page, they now get on the webinar. Pretty simple process. The webinar does all of the selling. So there's really not a whole lot you've got to do in these funnels other than just get people onto these webinars, right? Now, here's where the crappy part comes in. All automated webinar software plays the webinars on web pages. Okay, now let me just ask you guys something. How many of you feel like when you log in to this GoToWebinar platform that you're just instantly in like a live environment? Just say yes. Does it not feel totally different than if you were just watching me on a web page? Yes? Here's the thing. Years and years and years and years and years upon years of experience at live events tells me that when you are in a live environment, okay, you can always sell more because the energy comes across. People are more attentive. People are paying attention because it's a live event. But when they're watching videos, okay, when they're watching videos on a web page, we do that all the time. Whether it's live, got a little streaming button that says live streaming or not, we in our minds think it's just a video on a web page. How many of you feel that way? Just say yes or no. If you feel like when you watch these live streams and stuff on web pages, it just feels like a video. You don't really know if it's live. You're like, did they just put the little button on there that says live? It's not really live, right? Like lots of people feel this way. I see a ton of you saying that. One of the issues that I have had with the automated webinar software that we use, and we've been using for years, is that it plays on a web page, and now it doesn't even automatically play. Now you have to press play. Well, if you have to press, how many of you had to press play to get on the GoToWebinar tonight? None of you. But if you have to press play, then don't you think that that takes away the whole webinar feel? If you log in and it says press play, I mean, look, we saw our conversions do this. The minute that you had to start pressing play in order to actually start an automated webinar, our conversions just did terrible. And it's because people know, right? They know that it's just a video and it's just playing on a web page that looks like, you know, an event. It's terrible. So the challenge was, how do you fix that? Because automated webinars are so powerful and they can make so much money, right? How do you fix that problem? Nobody had the answer. And that's when we created the answer, right? We created our own software where the automated webinars actually load in software, just like the one that you're in right now, just like GoToWebinar, where it feels live, just like GoToWebinar. Michelle says, wait, are we live right now or is this automated? We're live. It is 8:29, oh, 8:30 on Thursday night, okay? Oh, 8:30 Central. So we're live, I'm not tricking you, but listen, here's the thing. If you can have an automated webinar that plays back in software just like this, where you don't have to play or press play or anything like that, this will increase conversion rates like crazy, right? Absolutely insane, because now it's really a live event, right? How many of you are with me? Just say yes. It's all about the psychology of things. It's the reason why when you go to a live seminar, people will sell these $15,000 and $20,000 and $50,000 things. Why not sell it through an email or on a video? Well, it's because nobody's going to spend 20 grand watching a video, but they will if they're live in an event with you, right? So the live part makes it convert higher, okay? That's the reason why we want everyone doing automated webinars, but we want them doing automated webinars that actually look, feel, and seem live, right? Go figure. So what I did was I built you an entire automated webinar inside of our platform. It has, and it is called, okay, the Partner with Anthony Alpha. Okay, Partner with Anthony Alpha. Now, there is a webinar, we're going to show it to you in just a second, that is Partner with Anthony Alpha. Now, here is the cool part, okay? Now, this is what you're going to love. Partner with Anthony Alpha is $397 to join. Now, none of you would join this, right? Like, this is not for you. This is what you will get to sell, okay? So it's because it's on a webinar, what I did was I bundled up all of the things that some of the things, not all, but some of the things that we sell, okay, inside of Partner with Anthony, and I made a $397 offer for people. So how many of you feel like you would like to earn commissions promoting, okay, the $397 offer? Because obviously 50% of commissions on that is like $200 a sale, right? You say yes? But here's the crazy thing. So all of you are Partner with Anthony students. I know that because we have thousands upon thousands. I'm tired of even talking about it. Everybody's Partner with Anthony student, right? So y'all got Partner with Anthony, which means you can promote it and make money, right? But here's what I'm doing. With the Partner with Anthony Alpha, if it's run through the automated webinar, okay, what I'm doing, and you can't sell it any other way because we don't have pages or anything like that for it. All we have is an automated webinar for it. Check out what we're doing. I'm going to pay you 70% commissions. I'm going to pay you 70% of the $397 instead of 50%. Mind you, okay, I get hit for about, on average, 10% in fees and reserves, okay? So that takes up to 80. So I'm actually only making 20% when you sell it, right? That covers our costs, getting, you know, support and development, all of that stuff. So I'm giving you like almost all the profit. Why am I doing that? Because I want you to be able to make more money from these automated webinars, right? 70% means you're going to make like $280 on every single sale that you make of the Partner with Anthony Alpha program through the automated webinar. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. Okay. I see lots and lots and lots of people saying yes. This is exciting. This is exciting. This is really cool. Now, I learned a lot in my last few years about how to help and how to work and how to really craft something that doesn't just sell well and make me money. Honest to God, that's just not even, if you saw the phone calls and the conversations I was having before we went live right now, you would just be beside yourself, because I'm actually a little bit nervous and scared to show my software, because it's 2 years of development, and it's like, I'm like, you know, I'm a little freaked out about it, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. But I've delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed because I'm just, I'm a perfectionist by nature, right? But yeah, Joanne says it's time for me to rip the Band-Aid off. I agree. I 100% agree with you, right? So here's what we did. We built the entire webinar for you, just like you can build a funnel. But unlike any other automated webinar software on the entire planet, we built shared webinar links. So guess what that means? What do you think that means? That's right. That means when I build automated webinars, I can give you a little share link just like ClickFunnels, and it instantly puts the entire webinar into your webinar automated account. How many of you think that's it? That literally means I can build you automated webinars, everything, the video, the timing, the notifications, the emails, all of it, 100% of it. You click one button, done for you. Shows up in your account. All you do is change out the buy link to be your buy link, and all of a sudden, boom, it's yours, you're rocking and rolling, and you're making the money, right? Sounds pretty cool, right? All right, so check this out. In order to complete the automated webinar process, there are a few things that you needed, okay? Let's take a look. This is the templates that we've given you, right? This is the templates. So check this out. This, if I can remember which one it is, this is what it looks like when you connect it to our Webinar Fuel software. Check it out. We click the register button, okay? And then we put in our name. I'm just gonna put in success connection. And then we put in an email. So again, this is what it would look like if a user were coming to your page to register for your automated webinar. Mind you, this page is already built for you. All of this for the Partner with Anthony Alpha program is already done, right? You put this little button on here, watch what happens. When somebody comes in and they type in, I'm just gonna do, let's see, Webinar Fuel plus Success Connection. I'm just making this up, so don't email me there. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to refresh the page because obviously it's later. Do you guys see how the button changed? Does everybody see how that button changed to a different color? Yes? Okay. Perfect timing for me to show you how. You guys know that I like split testing. How many of you feel like what I'm doing right there is split testing the different buttons? Yes? Webinar Fuel split tests the different registration paths. In fact, did you notice a while ago when I clicked the register button, did you guys see where it asked for my name, my email address, and the date and time I wanted to register for? Did everybody see that? Just say yes. Okay. Watch what it does now. When I click register, all it asks for is my email address. Huh. Wonder why? It's because in Webinar Fuel, you can create different ways for people to register. How many of you think that I might get more leads if I just ask for an email address before I ask people to select the time that they want to attend? And then they start saying, oh, I can't make it at any of those times. Leads are what I like. So I have different registration paths. We built out, no other software does this, right? But this is what you need if you want to make money. You can screw around and do all this stuff these other softwares do. I just quit almost because they suck so bad. Or you can do it the right way, which took 2 years of development and a lot of money, but that's what we do for our business. This is my business tool, right? Watch what happens. So let's do that registration. We'll just do Webinar Fuel plus Success at Gmail. All right, watch this. When we click continue registration, look at this. Does everybody see how I put my email address in? Okay. Now it asks me for my name, phone number, and to select the time that I want to attend the event. Now, if this was your page and your automated webinar, you would have that email address as a lead now, boom, in your autoresponder. Done, just like that, right? Pretty cool stuff. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, let's see, I'm going to put my, let's see if I can't get my name in here. We'll just put success And then I'm not going to put a phone number. You don't have to. All right. So you don't have to put a phone number in here. So I'm not going to. And then you select a date and time. All right. So I'm going to select 8:45. That's in 5 minutes. Watch what happens. When I click register, look where it goes. Now, does everybody see this page? Okay. First of all, it's got a nice little video from me on it telling people why they should register. I've given you all that video. Whether you use my software or not, you'll all get this video tonight completely free so you can use it to promote your this webinar. But does everybody see this little tab right over here where it says join the webinar, and then it shows the countdown timer for the webinar? Do I see that? This whole thing is built inside of our Webinar Fuel software. All you got to do is put it on your ClickFunnels page, and you can use any page in ClickFunnels, any registration page, any thank you page. You put these two little things, the little button that you saw, and then this, and it connects everything, okay, everything for your automated webinar, right? Super simple. You don't have to do all this weird stuff and all these things. You can put your leads in any autoresponder. You can use anything, right? Done, just like that. Now, how many of you would like to see a preview of what it looks like when you actually attend one of our automated webinars? Just say yes. Again, webinars built in our software. Now, I want to tell you all something while we wait for this countdown, okay? Because we got to wait for the event to start. The event hasn't started, okay? Two things. Number one, I have built a webinar for you, okay? The Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar. The webinar itself is done. The presentation, you're going to see it. It's going to load in just a second. It's done. The thank you page, the opt-in page, even the widgets, the little buttons, they're all done. You don't have to do a thing except click a button and it's done, okay? But the Webinar Fuel software allows you to make more webinars. You can make your own automated webinars. In fact, I'm going to tell you in just a second, you know me, I don't really do well with staying on cue. How many of you would like to do a webinar Wednesdays with me, where every Wednesday we get on and we do nothing but webinars, automated webinars, and I build you more products to sell through automated webinars? Just say yes. Okay, totally different than what I do on the Success Connection, and here's why. Because while we wait for this to count down, I can't always talk about and teach automated webinars on the Success Connection because not everyone is going to buy this software. And so because of that, I'm starting to think in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm excited about this, but I don't want people to not show up on Thursday nights because they say, damn, Anthony, you know, I don't have that software. I'm not going to get that software. And so I can't, there's no point in me being here. So I can't spend Thursday nights, okay, talking about webinars in a software that not everybody has. All right, I have to be fair to everyone, and that's what I want to do. So what I'm thinking is I'll do webinar Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, we'll come in and we'll build webinars, and we'll do nothing but automated webinars. I'll build you products. I'll film the webinars for you. I'll build them out in the software, which I'm going to show you in a second, and I'll give you a little share link that automates everything, and you keep 100% of the profit because they'll be your products. You in? If you're in, just say, yes, I'm in. Okay? Somebody said, I dare you. I dare you to dare me. How about that? So, look, I have no agenda for tonight. Usually, if I'm going to get on here and I'm going to sell my software, I've got notes, I've got this, I've got that, I've got all this stuff. I don't have nothing, right? I have, I think, 8 slides. I think it's 8. And that's only because I was trying to explain what it even is and why it even is, right? I'm just, I am unprepared, but it doesn't really matter. And I told my wife, I was talking to my wife, she texted me before I came on, she's like, don't worry, you'll do great. Everybody loves you, it's all good. And I'm like, okay, maybe so. I'm kind of freaking out because I don't like to do things when I'm unprepared. I usually have like a straight and narrow, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm here every night or every Thursday night with you guys, so I'm sure that you could give me a pass if I bounce around a little bit tonight. You literally, no one has ever seen this software except Russell Brunson himself, ClickFunnels. That's it. That's the only people that have ever seen this. So it's like for me, I'm just, okay, watch this. So I'm going to join the webinar because the webinar is now here. Look at this. It pops up and says Open Webby, just like GoToWebinar does. Then when I click Open the Webinar, watch what it might give me some trouble because we're streaming with 1,000 people on here. So hold tight and we'll see, because it's going to go slow. But look, the software is coming up. This is the software. You guys are going to see a little bit of a delay, so it's probably going to lag a little bit in you seeing it. So give it a second.
Update for you.
Check it out.
This presentation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I make this money, but I'm not going to just talk to you about.
Can everybody see that?
What I'm going to do.
This is software. This is not on a web page. This is software. This event's happening live right now. Watch this. You can go over here, see who your host is. There's a chat box.
About perseverance. I want to talk to you about.
We're live. I'm ready. Does everybody see it in the chat box right there where it shows the chat? Look at this. All of this is done. Attendees, we auto-populate the attendees. Look at this. Tons of attendees showing up to the webinar, right? This is pretty cool stuff. All of this live, okay? You can add Q&A, chat, all of this. Watch, you can boom this over. Live in the software, right? How many of you feel like live in the software is so much better than playing on a web page? Just say yes. This is how you win, okay? By the way, what you're watching is the Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar that I filmed for all of you, so that you can make sales. This is the webinar, and I'm able to give you this webinar completely free. You'll be able to have this entire thing. All right, I'm going to close down the webinar here, so I'm not talking over myself. Did everybody see how simple that was? Did everybody see how it acts just like GoToWebinar? It opens up, it loads software, you're live. Guess what? You know what the number 2 reason, okay? Number 2 reason why auto webinars fail, okay? We'll call it the number 2 reason, but it really might be the number 1 reason. Do you guys know why auto webinars fail? One of the biggest reasons, okay? I'll tell you why. Mobile. Here's the thing. Mobile devices, who's going to sit on their phone on a web page and watch a video for like an hour and a half? Because that's how long webinars normally last, like an hour and a half. On your mobile phone, on a web page, on your mobile phone. It sucks. It's no good. Most of the time, you'll find that all the big players that do webinars tell people don't get on a mobile device. Don't get on a mobile device. Well, guess what? How many of you have been on Zoom in the last few months? Just say yes if you've been on Zoom in the last few months. Because obviously craziness is happening around the world. Lots of people on Zoom. Okay. All right, cool. Type the number 5 in if you've attended a Zoom meeting on your phone, mobile phone. Type number 5 in. I see tons of people typing number 5 in. Now wait a minute. Why would you attend a Zoom meeting on your mobile phone, but not an automated webinar? Can anybody answer that for me? Because somebody said, I have the Zoom app. Interesting. You have the Zoom app on your phone, and so therefore, it makes it easy to watch and to be in those live meetings, right? And it also makes it feel live. I wonder, I don't know why, but I just wonder what would happen if we had an app for our webinar software, just like GoToWebinar does. Well, the answer is we do. Check this out. This is the Webby app. So our software that does the webinars is called the Webby app. We have a mobile app that users can download just like Zoom. And so now when they attend your mobile webinars, they're attending it in an app where they're paying attention, where it really feels live, where they're excited, where everybody's going crazy and they're happy. Because why? Because, well, it's on a webinar. it's not on a web page, right? So having the app also means that you can market and advertise to the people that just registered for your webinar through push notifications. How many of you think if a mobile user registers for your automated webinar on their phone, okay, and then they get a push notification from you, that they might actually remember to get on the webinar? Click a button on the push notification, boom, up comes the app, webinar rocking and rolling. Everybody say yes? Okay. Can you guys see why this software is more powerful than any? I want to also be very clear, because I know that you guys don't do automated webinars. Nobody's doing this. Nobody has software that you actually launch on your computer that automates webinars. Nobody has an app for mobile devices for automated webinars. And yes, we have Apple and Android. So both platforms already ready, live in the stores. You can go there now on your phones and look at it. Just look for the Webby app and you'll be able to download it. We changed the game for automated webinars. Would you guys like to see the inside of the software where you create the webinar? Just say yes if you would. Okay, see lots of yeses. Check this out. I'm going to show you. This is literally the first time anybody in the world's seen this, so I'm freaking out a little bit, okay? Because this is 2 years of my brain and Letitia's hands just going fixing and all these ideas and stuff, and I'm just like blown away. But here it is. This is the webinar software. This is called Webinar Fuel, okay? We feel like there's nothing else on the planet like this, okay? I'm going to show you the basics, all right? I'm not going to go into like all of the details of it because that's what Webinar Wednesdays are going to be for, okay? This is just basic stats. Let's just move past that. Let's look at webinars, okay? Does everybody see this Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar right over here? I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit, and I might mess up my stats if I do that, but check that out. It might look better. Everybody see Partner with Anthony Alpha? It's right over here. This is the webinar that I built for all of you, okay? If you get the Webinar Fuel software tonight, if you get access to this tonight, here's the deal. Everything I'm about to show you, you'll be able to click a button and it'll instantly show up in your account. Does that make sense to everybody? Just like shared events. It will be your webinar, okay? And Jason said, Ever Webinar, Easy Webinar, Stealth Seminar, Webinar Ninja, they all have auto webinar software. They do, and it doesn't do what this software does, right? It does not show up automated in a software download. It does not have apps for the App Store so that users actually will attend the webinars. And there's a million other things that I'm about to show you in here that this does. Chris, what's up, man? You said you're so behind, but I know you, and I know you'll catch up. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so this is the Partner with Anthony webinar. I'm going to show you because you can make any webinars that you want. Okay, any webinars that you want. First things first, you have to give this app you have to basically give it a video to play. How many of you realize, okay, that when you run an automated webinar, it's actually a video, right? Say yes. All right, perfect. So here is how you put the video in. You just click on videos, okay? And you can see that we have a video already in here. So I'm just going to edit this video so you can see. All you do is you put the link in from Vimeo. Now, here's the thing. Vimeo is not free, okay? It costs money to put your videos on Vimeo. So, are all of you seeing this one now where it shows like the little button and it says edit video? Okay, it might be a little bit behind. Here's the deal. I'm gonna host the video for you, which means my link for the video will stay right there. When you get the Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar, the whole thing set up for you tonight, I'm gonna host it, which means I'm gonna pay for it. You don't have to pay for it. Otherwise, you have to have a video software to put videos in here, and Vimeo is really the only one that works well, so we use it. So I'm going to host that, pay for that for you. So all of you that use this to promote Partner with Anthony, I'm going to pay for the hosting for you. Again, well, like I said, not going to make a whole lot of money with my 20%, right? So at the end of the day, I'm hosting video for you, but when you want to do your own auto webinars, okay, for other stuff, You just go right in here, you put in the video link, now it knows what video to play. All right, super simple, very easy. All right, the second thing is the schedule. Now, remember that I told you you can choose when your webinars take place. Does everybody remember that? Just say yes. You can choose when your webinars take place. You get to choose the schedule, okay? So I'm gonna go through a couple of quick settings. There's tons of help documents in here that'll show you. And then guess what? I'm like all over this. So any questions you put in to support, I'm answering. Me or Letitia, because we're the only ones that know how to use it. We're the only ones that have seen it. But check this out. You can run your webinar every day, and you can make it be what we call just in time, okay? And if you click on, does everybody see where it says 0, 15, 30, 45? Everybody see that? Okay, what that means is it's letting the webinar, you have a new webinar starting every 15 minutes. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. Okay. Now, you have a new webinar starting every 15 minutes, all right? But if I were to click this, like this, and turn those off, does everybody see that that would mean that there's a new webinar every 30 minutes on the top of the hour and at 30 minutes? Yes? Okay. You literally can change the schedule that little widget shows, okay, to whatever schedule you want to run your webinars, okay? Oh, Ronald said, but it's not good if your webinar is an hour long. Ronald, it's a new event every time. They don't run into each other. Everybody that registers is registering for their own event. So you can run webinars every 15 minutes, and the webinar can be an hour and a half long. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. Look at this. It lets people register in their time zone, right? See up here where it says registrant's time zone? Or you could choose to put it in any time zone you want. I always suggest leaving it in the registrant's time zone. So it just shows up and tells them what time they would be attending your webinar. All right, does everybody see where this one says now? And it says join session in progress. Does everybody see that? Okay, here's something we do, nobody else does it. Look, you can join a webinar that's in progress. So sometimes people don't want to wait. They don't want to wait 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour for the session to start. So they can join one that's in progress. But how many of you know that if you were to click on join webinar in progress, and the first thing you heard on the video was, hey everybody, welcome to tonight's webinar. How many of you would really believe that you actually randomly just got there right in time? Probably not, right? Look at this. Do you see where I put a time in here of 1 minute and 23 seconds? If somebody clicks on, when they go to register, if they click on join session in progress, when they log in, it starts 1 minute and 23 seconds into the video. So I'm like mid-sentence, right? And it feels like the session was already in progress. Keeping the integrity of live, the live feeling, right? Somebody said that's so smart. Love it. So you can make when people log in, it skips a little ways in front of the session so that it feels live, right? Love that. Everybody says love, love, love that, right? Okay, very cool. Check this out. You can also add sessions on specific days at specific times. So let's just say you wanted to run some ads and you wanted to do a webinar, I don't know, next Monday at 8 p.m. All you'd have to do is click here, go to your calendar, click there, and now you would have a session that actually runs at 8 p.m. next Monday. Does that make sense to everybody? So you can do specific days and times, or you could even do every Monday at 8 p.m. So maybe you want to do every Monday at 8 p.m. You can do that, right? Literally, you can control everything about your schedule, okay? Everything. Now, another thing that you can do over here in the settings is you can control how many sessions it displays, okay? What that means is how many of your sessions do you want to show people and give them an option for? Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if that makes sense. Okay. So it shows them how many they have, how many sessions you have. So you can choose how many to show. A couple other quick things. You can do blackout dates. So let's just say that on Christmas Day, you don't want to do webinars because guess what? Nobody probably thinks that you're live on Christmas Day. I'm probably the only crazy person that's live on Christmas Day, and that's if it falls on a Thursday. So, Ron said, unless it's me. Exactly. Exactly and precisely. Precisely why my wife questions herself every year when I miss Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's, because I'm on a webinar with you guys. But you can block it out. So on Christmas Day, it'll show December 26th times. Does that make sense? Okay. Then you can also do a night schedule. Check this out. You turn night schedule on, and if somebody, you can choose the time. Let's just say 1 a.m. From 1 a.m. to 7 a.m., if somebody comes to your page to register, it's not going to say, oh, join the webinar starting in 15 minutes at 1:15 in the morning. You know what it'll do? It'll show them the next available session, which would be 7:15 in the morning. How many of you think that's pretty cool, right? Very cool. Tons of different opportunity here. I'm only going to show you a few things because I'll use Webinar Wednesdays to really dig into this. Plus, I spent hours filming help videos to show you how to do this. So there's a ton. All right, so check this out. Let's get out of this. That's your schedule. All right, everybody remember those little buttons, those widgets that go on to ClickFunnels pages? Yes? To get people to register? Watch this. I'm going to show you how easy this is. Registration widgets. Here they are. You've got the floating widget. So you can have one of these little widgets that just floats on your page, right? And lets people register. Or you can use the embed widget, which is, does that button look familiar to you guys? That's the button that I built for the Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar, which you all have access to. The button's already built, right? It's already done. You don't even have to do anything. It's already done for you. But that's the button. Now, look at this. See over there where it says V1 and V2? Everybody see that? 2 versions, huh? Interesting. I wonder why Anthony would have 2 versions. Well, let's click version 2. Oh, everybody remember seeing that green button earlier? Yeah? Look, you don't have to build 2 different pages to test 2 different buttons, okay? No. Watch this. Super simple. You go up here and you click this little code. You see all this ugly code up here, all this stuff that makes no sense to you or me or anybody but Letitia. You just click this copy to clipboard button, just like that. And then all you got to do, literally, all you have to do, I'm about to show you this. You go back into the funnel pages I already built for you. All right, let's just pick this one because this is one I edited for you. Watch me. Watch how fast this happens. You edit the page, okay? Now, you see right here where it says put in custom JavaScript? Does everybody see that? All right, watch this. You literally click this and you just paste it. You just paste this. What we gave you, you paste it. And then you hit save. All right, let me hit the save button. All right, you can see it says it's saved. Now watch. When you preview this page, all right, register button is there. You're already hooked up, you're connected, you're ready to go. Like that, 3 seconds. Pretty simple. And then if you were to refresh the page, now I don't know if it works on these ClickFunnels help, let's see. Yep, does everybody see how I refreshed the page and now it's the green button instead of the red button? Yep. That's because the software will automatically split test this button for you. You don't have to do all that yourself, right? Now, the question becomes, and always will be, let me take this code off here because this is for my webinar. I wouldn't want any of you to accidentally send me traffic and sales. So the question becomes, how do you know which one of these buttons did the best? You see this little graph here, these little bars? You just click them. Check that out. Does everybody see the stats over here where it says each one of them are shown 50% of the time? It shows you how many unique visitors have seen each one, how many have registered from each one, and what the conversion rate is of each one. Is that pretty cool? Yes? And then guess what? Whichever one is not doing good, you just go in here and you turn it off. And now it won't show up anymore. The only one that'll show up is the right one, the one that's doing the best, right? Nobody else does that, by the way. Nobody. Find me an automated webinar software that does that. Doesn't happen, okay? Now, Remember that thank you page widget that shows up on the thank you page? Everybody remember that? Okay, super simple. Watch this. You just go to the thank you page widgets and there it is. Looks really good. And guess what? If you want it to be horizontal because your page is built horizontally, well, you just click this button and it'll automatically be horizontal. Pretty simple, right? Now, I could go into all the little options. Clearly, you guys know you can change the colors, change the font, change the text, I don't need to go through all of that stuff for you because at the end of the day, you probably already know that you can do that. Somebody said, well, it washed my car too. No, but it'll make you enough money to hire somebody to wash your car. And that's what it's for. Michelle said that. That's the way it works. Okay. So again, look, all the branding, you can put your logo in there. You can go in here and change all the colors. Okay. All this text and all these colors, simple, simple, simple. Click a button and it's done. There's not a whole lot to it. There's no reason for me to, spend a ton of time showing that to you because I want to spend my time showing you the stuff that obviously that you're going to use. This can be put on any thank you page. Let me tell you something about all other software, okay? All other software that does automated webinars. They require you to use their thank you pages because they don't have thank you page widgets. And so in order to show the link and the time and the countdown timer appropriately, they have to host the pages. The pages suck. They're terrible. You get to build your own thank you pages in ClickFunnels. And guess what? I'm going to just throw something out there that you'll know about and we'll talk about on Webinar Wednesdays. How many of you feel like if you were doing a webinar that started next Monday, okay, and somebody registered for it on Friday, do you think that on your thank you page, you might try to sell something to them? Maybe the slide deck, or maybe a cheap, like a $15, $20 book, or something like that, that might even better prepare them for the webinar. How many of you feel like you might do that, right? Okay, but here's the thing. If somebody registers for a webinar that's starting in the next 15 minutes, do you want to try to sell them something, or do you want to just say, hey, get on the webinar, right? You want to say, just get on the webinar. Webinar Fuel will literally let you send people to different thank you pages based on how long it is before their webinar starts. So if you've got, say, an hour before the webinar starts, you can send them to a thank you page that sells them a book or sells them the webinar deck. But if they register for a webinar that starts in 15 minutes, you can send them to a thank you page that literally just says get on the webinar. Now you can monetize your thank you page, and you guys know that that's one thing I always talk about, but no other software will ever freaking do. So I spent 2 years building one that would, and now you get to use it. Pretty cool stuff. Now, let me show you one or two other really quick things, okay? What about notifications, right? So all of you are asking, how do you send emails to remind people to get on the webinars, right? Okay. Somebody says, does the webinar have interaction chat? Yeah, it has chat just like this one does. Okay, but emails, check this out. We built in notifications. So look at this little pipeline here of notifications. The first thing is leads. Nobody else does this. Do you remember how I showed you that we can just get an email address first and then ask them for the date and the time and all that stuff? Everybody remember that? Okay. Well, a person that only gives you their email address and then they see the date and times and they say, oh, I can't attend, so they don't finish registering, they're considered a lead in the software. They haven't registered for an event, but our software knows that. And you can literally go right here into the software and put in an email that sends them back to register for a new time, or to watch the replay, or to register for a date in the future, so that you actually can make money off of the leads that don't finish registering. And guess what you don't have to do? You don't have to connect this to your autoresponder. You don't have to do any kind of integrations. You literally can send the emails from right here inside of our software. Instead of spending all the time trying to figure out how to get them over here and over there and all that, we do it for you. You literally just let the emails send out. Now you can add more emails to it, but I've already done all of these for you. So whenever you get the Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar, all the emails are already done. They're right here. They're already done. All the links are already done. Everything is done. Like when you could just put the widget on your page and be on your way. Send traffic to it and people start buying. That's literally how it works, right? But you've got leads. You've got people who have registered, okay? So this lets us send an instant email to people. You'll see I already got the Partner with Anthony logo in there for you, okay? But this lets us send an email to people who have registered for the webinar instantly, giving them all their details, puts the date, time, all that stuff, it's in there, okay? Then you can send reminders, all right? You can send the reminders at whatever time interval you want, okay? So whenever you want to send these reminder emails, you can send them. You'll see right here where it says 23 hours, so how many minutes before the webinar starts do you want to send them a reminder? So you can literally go in here and let it send out these reminders. And remember, these are specific to each person who's registered for specific events. So it's great. It's all automated for you. All right. So Peter says, amazing. My head hurts from considering the potential. I know. Trust me, mine's hurt for 2 years. Then you can send a starting now email. You can send emails to the people who attend your webinar but don't buy. But let me tell you what we do that nobody else does, because marketers, I'm sorry, just need to start building the software that marketers use. So listen, when somebody attends your webinar, does everybody know what a CTA is? Just say yes if you know what a CTA is, okay? That is a call to action. That is when you ask somebody to buy something, right? Sooner or later, I'll get to the point where I say, guys, if you want to buy webinar fuel, here's a link to buy it, okay? Here's the thing. When you have these automated webinars and somebody attends the webinar, okay, and then they come back to the webinar later, right? You send them an email and say, hey, thanks for attending. Here's a link to watch the webinar again. Do you really think that that person, if they've already seen the call to action, do you want them to have to sit through the whole webinar again just to be able to find the link to buy? No. This is called not good, right? But what if they only attended 20 minutes of the webinar? They haven't seen the price of the product. You would want them to see the whole webinar again. Our software is smart because smart people built it. I'm talking about Letitia. I love it. Okay. It knows which registrants have seen the call to action, the button to buy. And when you put web emails in here to send out to the people who attended, if they've seen the call to action, it sends them to the webinar with a play button, a button where they can move the video wherever they want, and the buy button already there, so that they can just find what it is that they wanted to learn more about and then buy. If they haven't seen the buy button, then they go back to a regular webinar. Does anybody think that's going to make more sales? Yes? Absolutely, tons more sales, okay? Then you can send people emails that missed the webinar and people that purchased your product, right? All of this built in, nothing else for you to do. You literally just use what we've already built, or you can build your own, right? Of course, there's plenty of stats. You can see right here, it shows you how many people have seen your registration page, how many people registered, how many people showed up, how many people purchased. You can literally see it this way, or you can see it this way. That way it feels better to you. We have two different ways you can see it. So you can see the conversion rate of your webinars. Makes total sense to me, right? You want to see how it's converting. Now, we also have the webinar room itself. So check this out. This is some cool stuff, okay? Everybody pay close attention. This is where you're going to put your Partner with Anthony affiliate link. I want all of you to pay close attention to this. So I know it's like everybody's all excited and all of this stuff, but pay close attention, because for those of you that are Partner with Anthony students and that are going to promote the Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar, which I built for you, this is the one step you have to do. You go in here to the webinar room settings, and you can see that, look, you can enable the chat. Look over here on the right side of the screen, watch this. If I disable it, it shows you kind of what it's going to look like to the users when they log in. There's going to be no chat, right? I can turn it back on. So you can literally control what people are going to see when they log into your webinars, right? You can do the question and answers, even the attendees. You can choose to not show the attendees, to show the attendees, or what we use is dynamic right here, because what happens is the webinar will run all the way up to whatever number of attendees you choose right here. So if you choose 1,000, it's going to constantly go up till it gets 1,000, right? So hopefully you guys understand that. All right. And then over here, you have what we call CTAs. Okay. This is the part that's really cool. This is where you get to pop a button inside of the webinar software that lets people buy your products. Okay. In this case, it's the Partner with Anthony Alpha program. All right. And we want to pop a button that lets people buy that. So check it out. All we do is we click on this, and you can always preview what it's going to look like. See this little eyeball button here? Watch this. This is what it looks like inside of the software when I get to the point of the webinar where I say there is a button that's now available for you to buy Partner with Anthony Alpha. You need to click that enroll button now. This is what shows up to the user. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. I see lots of yeses. Now, how do we build this? Well, you get to put in the headline, you get to put in some additional text, then you get to put in your button text. Like right now it says enroll now, Partner with Anthony. Look, enroll now, Partner with Anthony. And what you'll want to do is put your affiliate link in this button, or in this button link. Does everybody see that right there? You will want to put your Partner with Anthony Alpha affiliate link into that box. That way, when somebody clicks the buy button, who's going to get the affiliate commission on it? You. So you want, this is the one step, if you're going to run this webinar, you cannot forget to do this. My advice to all of you, if you get this software tonight, okay, do not launch a webinar. Do not launch a webinar until after we've done our first webinar Wednesday, because I don't want you to make any mistakes. Does that make sense, everybody? I don't want you to launch it and have forgotten to put your affiliate link in, okay? Everything's done for you. There's only 3 things you have to do. Put the thank you page widget on your thank you page, the registration widget on your registration page, and change this link to your buy link. There's really only 3 things that you got to do, but I want to be very, very, very cautious. I want to make sure that you guys, when you do this, it crushes for you, okay? So you put your buy link in here. Now, does everybody see where this says have a display, toggle display countdown timer? Watch this. If I turn it off like that, then when I look here, there's no longer a timer that's counting down. Or I can turn it on to create urgency, right? Now, we use that because, okay, when we use this, we're actually counting down. You get to tell it how long is this offer available, and you get to tell it at what point, at what point in the video does the offer show up. So of course, I watch the video, okay? I see when I told people to buy, which was 28 minutes and 20 seconds in, and that's when I pop the button. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. Mick says, who does the webinar presentation? Mick, I did it. I already did it for you. It's already done. You don't even have to do it for yourself. I mean, the first one, right? The goal is for you guys to be able to do all of these on your own too. Automated webinars, click on most all Facebook ads. They go to automated webinars. Because in order to make enough money from paid advertising, you really need to sell a product that makes more money, right? Higher ticket product. And that's hard to do without an automated webinar. So it's you kind of have to run automated webinars, right? That's why I built this, all right? So you get to put in here your call to action. Now, there are other call to actions that I'm not gonna go deep in, but look, you can trigger a poll, or you can push messages into the chat box for at certain times in your presentation or in your video. that go to people, okay? So you can time all of these. We have tons of different call to actions that you can place inside of the webinar room. So I'm giving you a super high level, okay? High level. Some of you are asking, you're saying, I don't have the Partner with Anthony Alpha link. Every Partner with Anthony student currently, right now, has the Partner with Anthony Alpha link. I added it in tonight. Now, it's just a buy link, which means if you don't use the webinar, okay, like an automated webinar, it isn't going to do you any good, right? You have to use the webinar that I built. Now, before I show you guys how you can get the software, I want to explain something to you, okay? Especially because I'm very protective over the Success Connection events, and I don't want anybody to ever feel alienated or anything like that. So I'm going to be straight with you, okay? Two things. Number one, when you get this software tonight, I'm going to give you this link right here, okay? Right here. This is share this code with any webinar fuel user, and it'll give them a cloned copy of your webinar. This literally will give you this Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar done. All the emails, the CTA, the video timing, everything is set up. Even the widgets are built, okay? All you have to do is put the widgets on the pages that we've already built you in ClickFunnels, and then put your affiliate link into the place I showed you just a second ago, and you're done. You're ready to go. Like, you can start promoting the Partner with Anthony Alpha program instantly, okay? I would always suggest testing, holding off, that kind of stuff, but it's done for you, all right? For those of you that do not get this software, because I never want to do something where part of my students can't have no benefit to what we've been doing. So here's what I did for you, okay? I put inside of your Partner with Anthony Student Resource Center, okay? I put the link to the webinar video that I filmed for the Partner with Anthony Alpha, and I put the link to the thank you page video. I'll still host it for you. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build you in ClickFunnels a webinar replay page that shows this webinar, so that anybody that doesn't get the automated webinar software tonight will still be able to take advantage of this and promote it in some way. Does that make sense to everybody? Say yes. Now, I'll be totally honest with you. It's not going to convert as well. It's not going to make as much money because it's not an automated webinar. It's a video playing on a web page, right? That's charging $397, which is, it's a much harder sell, okay? But I do not want you to feel like you can't take part in or not benefit from the stuff that I've built if you can't get our software tonight, okay? So it's just, I wanted to make sure I have a backup plan for everyone else, right? There are integrations. I saw some of you asking. I'm not gonna like blaze through these, but let me just show you real quick. Settings, integrations. We have integrated the software with MailChimp's autoresponder, so you can put all the leads in your autoresponder, with Ontraport, with Klaviyo, with Aweber, with ActiveCampaign, with Infusionsoft, with ClickFunnels, with GetResponse. So literally, we've built this out so that you can integrate it with your own autoresponder, and you'll instantly be able to put all the leads into your autoresponder account. So you're building your list, right? So you're still building your list, which is awesome, okay? I see everybody saying, what is this Facebook also? Well, how many of you have heard of custom audiences in Facebook? Just say yes if you've heard of custom audiences, okay? So what this Facebook integration does is it allows you that, let's say you can create custom audiences in Facebook that says people that registered for my event, people that attended, people that did not attend, people that saw the CTA. Our software will automatically update your Facebook custom audiences with the people's information as they go through, essentially through the pipeline of your webinar. You don't even have to do it. Our software will automatically do it for you. So we'll build your custom audiences for your marketing, which is epic, right? This says no integrations because I haven't added one. You can connect them though, and you can add as many as you want, right? Also, we have Twilio. Twilio is what you can use to send text messages. So if you get a Twilio account, you can actually go in here and send text messages as notifications. Recall that I told you earlier, let me just go over here real fast and show you notifications. Does everybody see where it says add SMS? Boom. I can add an SMS message and text message people to remind them to get on the webinar or thank them for joining the webinar. If they joined on a mobile device, look at this. I can add a push notification. All I got to do is click this button, and this now becomes a push notification, and I can push a notification right to their phone. I can do that when they've registered. I can do that when they're just a lead. I can do it at any point in time. What this does is it makes it very easy for us to go in and do the marketing to these leads for you. Does that make sense? Because that's basically what I've done. I've written it all, and Kara says, I got on tonight because of the text message. That's right. I didn't build this software to sell it. I built the software for me. And then I'll tell you guys a quick story. We'll wrap up, and then also, two things. I'm going to give you the ability to get access tonight. And the second thing is, I'm also going to be paying every single person inside of our Facebook group that participated in last week's challenge of building the opt-in pages and the thank you pages, okay? I'm going to pay every one of you that posted in that Facebook group $10. So every single person that even participated is getting $10 from me. It'll probably take a few days for Josh to go through the group, select everybody, get information, but we're going to pay each one of you $10 just for participating, okay? So you got paid $10 just for being here. Why not, right? I have no clue how many of you actually did. It was so many, I couldn't keep up with it. So somebody on my team's going to pull it out. They'll text you or message you, and then we'll get your PayPal info and we'll send you $10 just for doing something that's probably helping you anyway, right? It's called incentivizing help. All right, here's the deal. The software I built for myself, and you guys know that every once in a while, I'll build software for myself, and then I'll sell it to kind of cover the cost of the development, right? That's usually what I do. And then everybody gets it. I've still spent some money on development, and then all of you, it's kind of like almost like crowdfunding, right? That's what I usually do. This software was far more expensive because it took 2 full years to build, right? And it's ongoing forever in terms of building. So I was talking with Russell Brunson about it. And Russell's like, man, this is insane. This is awesome. And so we had a plan for the whole ClickFunnels community to learn about the webinar field software in August. That plan got accelerated, and more than likely, the entire ClickFunnels community is going to be hearing about this software next week. And so because of that, I rushed to figure out how in the world am I going to tell my students about it this week, because you know that I always give you a better deal on anything that I release. And it's always for the first people that get in. They always pay less money for everything. We did it with the ambassador program. We've done it with partner Anthony. We've done it with opt-in. We've done it with everything, because I want to always give you the best opportunity. Look, I built software. It costs money. When we sell it, it costs money. It's not free. And I think you guys know that. But at the same time, I also want it to be like massively discounted for my students. But here's what I can't do. I cannot go sell it to any community. Call it the ClickFunnels community next week, and then turn around and discount it to you guys the next week. Does that make sense to everybody? It's not ethical, right? So the only way, and you can always go up on your price, but you just can't go back down, right? It's just not ethical. So what I've done is I've put together an opportunity for you guys to get Webinar Fuel tonight. There's actually 2 different options for you to get enrolled, okay? One of them is an option that you honestly will never see again. How many of you realize that software usually is built on monthly fees, right? Yes? You don't own a software that doesn't have a monthly fee. You know, the GoToWebinar software we're on right now costs me $397 a month just to have it, right? There's a reason for that, because the more of you that use it, the more money it costs us, the more developers we have to have, the more time we spend, all those things. So you always have a monthly fee. So I'm going to give you two options tonight, okay? One of them is an option that will eventually have a monthly fee, okay? But it costs less to get in tonight. One of them is a one-time only. You can enroll tonight. I'll never bill you a monthly fee for this software ever. I'll give you all the updates on it. You'll never pay an extra penny for this software. But I'm going to tell you all one thing. I only am offering that tonight. That means I am not offering that tomorrow when you see the replay of this. I am not offering that in an email on Saturday. I am only doing it one time because we want to build this software to have a good recurring revenue valuation, okay? And so it is what it is, but I am going to give you guys this opportunity. I want you to hear me on this. No one in the world is ever going to get an opportunity to enroll in this software, to get access to this software without a monthly fee, except those of you that are on here right now tonight. Does that make sense? Okay, please don't crash my site. Steven said we're going to crash it. Let me show you some of the stuff. I built a very elaborate PowerPoint that consists of, it's 10 slides. It's extremely elaborate though, but it consists of 10 slides. So here's Webinar Fuel. I might not even go into PowerPoint because I absolutely despise PowerPoint. So let's just see, can everybody see this slide right here just fine? Can everybody see this? Okay. Everybody can see that good? Perfect. We're going to stay with that then. All right. Quick rundown. Why did I create Webinar Fuel? Automated webinars are the biggest source of income for my business. I was just talking with one of my partners that's doing almost $2 million a month in automated webinar sales, meaning he's using automated webinars, okay, to make sales. This is where the money is, okay? Very few marketers want to teach this. I don't know why, because this is where we really make a lot of our money. The only product that's ever made me more money than automated webinars, I'll be honest, is the $7 Partner with Anthony basic memberships. That product's like fire, you know, because it's so much value for so little money. But aside from that anomaly, automated webinars are where it's at. Nobody ever tackled automated webinars in a way that would let you get the best results. Other platforms are buggy, they've never been updated, they don't play the file automatically. You have to press play. I hate it. So I started losing money when all of that stuff started happening, and that's why Webinar Fuel was born, okay? The difference, I've kind of already shown you this because I'm not really good at staying on track, especially since I have no track to stay on. The biggest difference in our platform is all the others are played on web pages. We play ours in the Webby app software, the software that you guys all saw earlier. That's where we play this webinar at, right? It's just like GoToWebinar, just like what you're on right now. It feels live. It creates the live experience. It gets people excited. And ultimately, you have more control over their playback experience, which means you get more sales, okay? Maximum conversions. The basic plan, when we launch this publicly, which probably won't be until next year, will be $97 a month, okay? Now, here's what you will get at $97 a month. You get to build 10 webinars, so 10 different webinars. You get to store 10,000 registrants, so it's kind of like email marketing. There's a cap on registrants, okay? It will not include certain features, the basic plan, okay? It won't include the custom audiences. There's additional users and workspaces. That's where you can have your virtual assistants or your team as users on there. It won't include that. It won't include the video split testing, which I don't even think I went over, but it's one of the biggest features and best features you can possibly have. It won't include the mini chat, which we're developing right now to be able to chat in the webinar through your Facebook Messenger. It won't include subscribers and automations. It won't include some of the stuff that, honestly, if you want to do really, really, really well, you need, okay? Does everybody understand that? There's a basic plan for people that essentially just want to try it out, see if they like it. Then when they realize that it's epic, they'll upgrade to this premium plan, because this is the plan that you really have to have, right? In order for everything to really be realized. It's $297 a month. You can build unlimited webinars. You can store unlimited registrants. It includes the Facebook custom audiences, the video split testing, the additional users, workspaces. I'm not even going to talk about workspaces in here. We'll talk about them on Webinar Wednesdays, because that's a whole nother thing. It's epic. And if you do agencies, or you do work for other people, or you want to build webinars for other people and sell it to them, you need workspaces. It includes all the subscribers and the automations and everything. This, okay, is really the plan that everyone will end up with, okay? So it's $297 a month. Extremely fair, okay? Extremely fair. But when you join tonight, okay? When you join tonight, here's what I'm doing. First bonus is Webinar Wednesdays, okay? First 100 of you, I cannot do Webinar Wednesdays for I can do it for everybody, but it will eliminate the goodness of doing Webinar Wednesdays, right? So we have to limit it. I'm going to say 100. If we go way over 100 tonight, I will extend it. I built this at literally the last minute. Maybe we'll just say this. If you enroll tonight, I'll give you access to Webinar Wednesdays. Is that fair? Okay. So if you enroll tonight, I'll give you access to Webinar Wednesdays. Otherwise, I can't, because there will be too many people, and there have 1,000 people, and they won't do any good, right? This is live trainings with me that I'm going to commit to do until the end of this year. I'll probably end up doing them forever. You know how I am. But I'll commit till the end of this year. What I will be doing is building you new webinars. So I'm going to build you webinars for products that you can sell. So I'm going to build the product just like I do on the Success Connection. And then I'm going to build the webinar, do the webinar pitch for you, build out all the stuff, and give it to you through the shared link completely free, okay? That's what's happening on Webinar Wednesdays. Will everybody that buys Webinar Fuel get access to that? No. Will anybody ever get access to that again after now? No. So let's just call that what it is. No, okay? You will, because I want you to do well with it. I do not want you to buy it and then sit around and float around and forget about it and all this crap. I want you to use it, okay? And that's the reason why I'm willing to commit now Wednesdays to training. My wife does not know about that one yet. But I am doing it in the middle of the afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern, okay? All right, second thing. You're gonna get the done for you Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar right now, okay? So what that means is, if you get this tonight, there will be a shared link, okay, where you can get the entire Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar done for you. All you do is click one button and you're ready to go, okay? That's it. Everything is done, all of it. And like I said, it's gonna sell for $397. It's a great value. It saves people a couple hundred, maybe 250 bucks off of just buying it all individually. And instead of giving you 50%, I'm gonna give you 70% commissions, okay? So I'm gonna give you 70% commissions. If you're in our ambassador program, I'm gonna build you an ambassador webinar probably by the end of next week and put it in here so that you will have an ambassador automated webinar and a Partner with Anthony Alpha automated webinar ready to go inside of your own platform. Boom. You get all the leads. You have the automated webinars. You just put in your links. You're good to go, right? So everybody will get that. And then, okay, so hold tight, because I got a couple of things I'm going to share with you. Okay, this is the original offer that I decided to make. I've made a tweak to it. I've made a change to it, and it was so last minute, I don't even have a slide for it, okay? So here's the thing. We are not able to take monthly memberships right now because you guys know it's software. I can't have 1,000 people join. This is huge software. This isn't some little thing. This is huge, okay? I can't have 1,000 people in this. It wouldn't work. We couldn't support it. So here's what we're doing. We're offering it now until, like, we won't release it for monthly fees until sometime next year. We're offering it now for one payment of $997. But now listen, I want you to be very, 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 very clear. Does everybody remember we had basic and premium plans? One was $97 a month, one was $297 a month. Does everybody remember that? Just say yes. Okay, here's the deal. If you enroll tonight, okay, in the $997 plan, what I'm going to do, it's $997 for an entire year. Next year, a year from today, okay, either you're making money or you're not, so you can cancel if you're not. But if you're making money, you're not going to cancel. A year from today, you will be billed just $97 a month for the $297 a month premium plan. You get $200 a month discount for having joined tonight. Does that make sense to everybody? Say yes or no, but I hope you say yes. Okay, so now, something I did not even do, it's not even on a slide, I can't show it to you. But we'll talk about it in just a second. Let me see how many more slides. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna do for you. I never do this, right? I never do this. Does everybody see the 30-day money-back guarantee on the screen? You have not seen a 30-day money-back guarantee from me in probably 7 years, aside from $7 partner with Anthony, in which case if you spent $7 on it and you're mad, I don't want to keep your money, right? But you get a 30-day money-back guarantee on Partner with Anthony because, or on the Partner with Anthony done for you alpha webinar inside of Webinar Fuel. So Webinar Fuel, you get everything that you need plus a 30-day money-back guarantee, all right? Now, one thing that I have not shown you, and I don't even have a slide to show you. First of all, how many of you feel like this is a good deal and you want to enroll? Just type number 5 in if that's you. If you feel like this is a great deal and you want to get in and you're cool with it. Everybody's typing 5s. Here's the deal. I'm going to give you a link in a minute, and I'm going to show you the link and show you the page. I called my developer and asked if this was okay. I legitimately did this. Promise. I called her and asked if I could offer a one-time payment. And she said no. And I said, but I would really like, I've told my students that if you can ever get something without a monthly, how many of you wish that you had bought ClickFunnels 5 years ago with no monthly fee? Just say yes. Okay. I know I do because I pay $300 a month. That's $3,600 a year. So here's the thing. When I show you the link in a second to enroll, there's a second button underneath the enroll button that says enroll with the one-time payment. What I did was I did a one-time payment of $1,497. That's it. You pay $497 more dollars, and essentially you never have to pay a monthly fee for this software ever. And you get every upgrade, every premium package, every unlimited this, that, and the other. You get everything. You never pay a monthly fee for it. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. Now, that's getting rid of $97 a month, which is $1,200 a year. Okay? That's not great for a software company. We will never do that again. That will only be available tonight. Okay? So how many of you want the link so that you can get enrolled? Just say yes if you do. All right. So it's coming, and I'm going to give it to you right now. Here we go. All right. The link to get enrolled, I'll put it in the chat box if I can. It's webinarfuel.com/SC. Okay. So webinarfuel.com/SC. All right. Now let me show you. By the way, I've got things I got to give you guys at the end of tonight's webinar and such, so you can go get enrolled right now, but stay on the webinar. Don't get off. Webinarfuel.com/SC. I want to show you what this looks like. Okay. It's ugly as can be because I just built it. Okay. Does everybody see there's an enroll now button, and then there's an enroll with a one-time only option? Does everybody see that? Say yes if you do. Okay. If you see the second button, that is the one-time payment option. So if you are looking to get in and never have a monthly fee ever on this software, that is the option that you want to use. Okay. I know it's not super clear, but that's because, again, like I told you, I was not even planning to do that. I built that link 3 minutes before we were live, okay? And so I just didn't have a chance to make a big slide and a big to-do about it. So webinarfuel.com/SC. We don't take PayPal. We've never taken PayPal. Now, if you have questions, here's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to leave this open, okay, for just a few minutes, because quite honestly, I think all of you know, if you want to get in, you get in. All right. Tonight and tonight only, you get access to, I want to go through this one more time. You get access to my entire series on Webinar Wednesdays, okay? Completely free. I will commit to building you. I think I put it on one of these slides, but I forgot to talk about it. I will commit to building you 6 done-for-you webinars on Webinar Wednesdays. That's 6 products, 6 webinars, me filming it, me selling it for you. And here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing about it. I will not be taking any commission from that. It's 100% yours. So Partner with Anthony is obviously mine, but I'm going to build you products and I'm going to let you sell them and you keep all the money. I have webinars, guys, that have done, you just don't know it because I don't get on here and talk about it to you. I have webinars that have absolutely just crushed it. We're talking like $5, $6, $7, $8 million in sales. I'm going to give you those types of webinars. I'm going to build those for you, okay? That's my goal, is just build them for you. Here's the thing. If your credit card declines for your enrollment, okay, if your credit card declines, please flip the card over, dial the number on the back, and ask and tell your bank. Don't just keep trying and trying and trying, okay? One other question that came in is, how do we get access? What happens after we enroll? So good question. Once you enroll, unlike my other stuff, this is completely separate. So unlike anything you've probably ever seen from me, okay, what's going to happen when you enroll is you're going to get an email from us at Webinar Fuel, and it's going to ask you to click a link so that you can register and put your own password in and stuff like that. So check your email, okay, and make sure that you click that link. If you have any problems, you can email our support. It's just support@webinarfuel.com, right? Very, very simple, okay? So support@webinarfuel.com, all right? All right, if you have any questions about the software, so let me just go through some of the questions, okay? And remember, I really am gonna try to limit this to 100. Currently, we have 40 people that are in. Gordon, Alyssa, Joanne, you've talked so much in the chat box tonight. I just kind of know, I expected to see you there. Dennis Slaughter. Dennis, how are you? It's been a minute. I haven't seen your name in the group in a little while. Crystal, Sharon, Jolynn, Gloria. If I don't call your name, it's just because there's too many of you getting in, and it's hard to catch up. Somebody asked, do you have to use ClickFunnels? The answer is no. Our widgets will go on any page. So if you've got, let's just say that you've got a, what is it? One of those WordPress sites, okay? If you got a WordPress site, you can easily use this with WordPress. You can use it with any web page, any builder, anything like that. Super simple, super easy. Felix, I want to give a shout out to you, Felix in Canada. Some of you might have heard of Felix on Adrian's webinars, but Felix is one of our other developers that has helped facilitate making sure we could even get this out to you guys tonight. Elizabeth says, can we use our own business, or can we use this for our own business? Absolutely. You do not have to promote, okay? You do not have to promote. I want to be very clear. You do not have to promote my products in here, okay? You don't have to. You can promote any products you want. You can build any webinars and do anything that you want. It does not have to be my stuff, okay? So absolutely. Joshua says, are the purchase recurring charge, okay? No, it depends on which one you purchase. If you purchase the one-time fee of $14.97, you'll never be rebilled for this product ever again, ever. If you purchase the $997, what we're doing is we're giving you the $297 plan, but we're giving it to you for only 97 bucks, okay? But we will start with that that billing next year. So you get a full year, okay, before. Joshua says you meant the products. So yes, we will build you products. So there's going to be a lot of products built on the Webinar Fuel platform and a lot of webinars built and just given to you, okay, completely free. And when we do that, okay, we'll build a mixture of products, okay, for higher ticket, for for recurring billing, memberships, all kinds of things. So we're going to build you products. Here's the one thing I'll tell you guys, okay? How many of you are sitting here? I mean, I don't even know, because so many of you are getting enrolled right now, and there's so many card declines. So again, if your card declines, please just flip the number up, call the number on the back of your card, and talk with your bank about it before you just keep trying and trying and trying, okay? If it didn't go through the first time, it probably is not, honestly, won't go through the second or fourth. It's just a flag on your card. But let me just tell you guys this. I'm going to make you a guarantee. I'm going to make you guys a guarantee right now that I've never made and I'll never make again. Probably I'll get myself in hot water for even saying this, but I'm going to do it anyway. How many of you right now on this webinar with me tonight, and you have the money to invest, okay? You have the money to invest, but you're on the fence and you're not sure if you're actually going to do it. Just type the number 2 in if that's you. If you have the money, you could get enrolled right now. I see Bob Weaver. I don't even believe it with you. You're too active. You do too much. I don't believe you. I think you're just wanting to see what I'm going to say. I see lots of 2s. Here's what I'm going to do. And you've never heard me do this before, and you will never hear me do it again. But I can't look. I watch the world around me right now, and I'm just tripping out. Like, I don't understand what's happening in our world. I really don't. In fact, yesterday I made the very first, what some might call a political Instagram. I don't call it political. I just call it common sense. I'm not really into the politics of things, but I see what's going on in the world. And let me tell you something. I've been through that. I've been through my dad lost his job. My dad lost all his money. My dad literally from just one day, just boom, just like this pandemic hit, and it just ripped through the country, ripped through the world, took people's jobs, took their 401ks, turned it into crap, took their homes, took everything, take their lives. I mean, it just ripped the world apart, and I've seen it. And I've seen it. That's what got me started. That's what made me do what I'm doing today. I would not be here with you right now if it wasn't for a situation just like what we're going through today. It's just that situation only hit my family. It didn't hit the whole world, right? And I see that through this time, like Chris says, my wife just got fired tonight. I know Chris. Like, I see Chris at every ClickFunnels event, at my events, and I think to myself about Chris and about all the other people that I've met and all the other people that are out there that have jobs, that are going to these, especially these people on the front lines. They're having to go to work knowing that they could get sick and they have no choice. And man, the reason I did this, the reason I love this business is because I have a freaking choice. I can sit my ass in this house for the next 2 years and I don't have to leave. And I can still pay my bills. I can still take care of my family. I can still help the dogs that are rescued that my wife loves to help. I can still make donations like I did to Ross's charity for underprivileged kids, which I think all of you should do. It's a post about it inside of our Facebook group. I can still do that stuff because of what I do for a living. And so I see it happening, and I see that now is the time in this world to make a change in what you are doing and a commitment to that change. Not just entertainment, not just, oh, I'm here with Anthony for the weekend. No, this needs to be a lifestyle change. So here's what I'm going to do. If you're sitting on the fence because you're saying to yourself, you know what, Anthony, I love that software. I know that software could make me a lot of money, but I'm scared right now to do this because I'm scared that maybe I'm going to lose my money. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll make you a deal, okay? You get past your fear and you go enroll right now. Links on the screen. You get enrolled. And the reason I want you to enroll right now is because you will get these bonuses. You do get these discounts and you will not get them next week, right? It will not happen. because I can't go back on my word. I can't lie. I can sit here and say this is how it is, and then go do it next week. You would all quit following me, right? This is truth, right? You get an opportunity to take advantage of a huge discount and getting in on something that you're not even going to see again for a long time. Here's what I'm going to do. If you make the commitment to yourself and you buy this right now, what I'm going to do is give you a full freaking year refund guarantee. Here's how it works. You buy it right now, and if you build some webinars, which I'm going to give to you on Webinar Wednesday, okay? And if you just go and use that and send some traffic to it, right? In other words, if you use it, even the ones that I built for you, if 1 year from today, you feel like this was a bad investment, I will give you all of your money back 1 year from today. Now, that does not mean you can get your money back in 4 months. No. What it means is that I will give you your money back a full year from now. If it does not make you money and if you are not happy with this platform, you commit to it for a year and I'll commit to letting you basically just test it for a year. Because I know for a fact that you're going to freak out when you see the results that you can get with a platform like this. You cannot get these kind of results with other platforms. You cannot make this kind of money. If you are not running automated webinars, it is impossible to do this kind of stuff if you are doing it at $49 products at a time and stuff like that. You have got to be in a position to make bigger money. And that's what automated webinars do, right? That's what automated webinars do. And so you have got to have the opportunity, and that's what I want for you. Now, obviously, there's a cost associated with getting enrolled. It can't be free. If it was free, I couldn't support every single person that does it. Does that make sense? We don't have, we have 2 programmers, only one that built this. That's Letitia, and that's it. We have 1 programmer. So when you get in and you have 53,000 questions, we got 1 human that can answer it. So we really can't do any different than that. Joseph says, the link only takes you to the 997. Joseph, it doesn't. Look, check it out. Let me push this down, show you guys this one more time. There is an enroll now button here. This is for the 997, it's right here. And then there is the one-time only payment option, which is right here. This is the option if you're looking to do the one-time payment, then this is the option that you want to use, okay? So this is the one-time payment. So just so you know, you might not have seen it, you might have been having a little bit of trouble finding it, but there's 2 options. It's not really clear on here. This one is $14.97, that one's $9.97, okay? So Larry says, I only want the one-time option. Great, just go right here and click on one-time only payment option. When you do that, it just opens the order form and it even tells you, you will never be billed a monthly fee for the software. I mean, it says it in bold letters right there. You can take a picture of it so that if you ever get billed, you won't get billed. But I'm just saying, it's there, right? So you've got everything that you need. All right, so here's the deal. We're going to close down the one-time option. Let me see where we're at in terms of users. I really honestly don't know. All right, let me take some questions. If you have specific questions on the software, please put them in the chat box because this is going to help everybody learn. So it's super, super important. I got to wrap things up in a little while. And when we close down this webinar, one-time payment option has to go, okay? Roxanne says, tell me how to get there again. Sorry, Roxanne, my apologies. I don't even think I ever put it in the chat, did I? Oops. Oh, I did. It's in the chat, but I'll put it there again. It's webinarfuel.com/SC, okay? So there it is, webinarfuel.com/SC, okay? That's gonna let you get enrolled. All right, let's see. I want to answer any questions that you have, okay? All right, let's see. Trying to go through all of them. Will we be able to promote Webinar Fuel as an affiliate? We haven't decided yet, certainly not right now. There is an option and will be an option for us probably in the future to make a automated webinar that promotes Webinar Fuel and shows people they're on it. But right now we're not. I will commit to, if we do that, to allowing all of our users to promote it. I will do that. Let's see, Chris says, I didn't have anything show up in my email. Check your spam, and if you don't see anything in your spam, just send us an email, and that email should just simply go to support@webinarfuel.com, okay? Let's see. Ann says, I've tried 5 times and cannot get through, and probably it's your credit card company declining the charge. So what you'll want to do is flip the card over and dial the number that you see on the back, okay? And then ask them. Nancy says, what's the difference in Partner with Anthony Alpha and Partner with Anthony? That's a good question. So let me answer that for you. When we sell the Partner with Anthony Alpha program through this webinar, all we really did was take the upsells and bundle it together. So instead of it being like a $7 or $97 and then like a $197 and a $2, all that, we bundled everything together, gave a little discount, and made you a $397 offer that you can now sell. So it's not a different program or anything like that. It's just simply one where we bundle things together and let you make the bigger sale instead of the tiny sales. Albert says, is there a training link? Yes. So there is a training link. Let me show you guys real fast. Remember the link, webinarfuel.com/SC. You probably want to click on that or write it down. You'll notice inside of the software that if you click on your little avatar, there's something that says documentation, okay? When you click that, it takes you to all these videos that I have literally spent my life recording at this moment. So like, for instance, how to do a webinar. You might click right here, creating your webinar. Here are all the webinar videos I filmed showing you how to create your own webinar in here, like literally, boom. You just watch them. I actually did all the editing on these, so I'm pretty proud of that. So yeah, super simple. And we're gonna keep adding to this. Understand that you guys are getting access to this in its like purest form. It's truly beta, right? No one in the world has access to this except you. So if you see any bugs, let us know, okay? Tim says, do I need this if I'm in Partner with Anthony just a week ago? Tim, completely up to you. I would never twist your arm and say, get it if you don't want it. Is this a great addition to anything? 100% absolutely. It doesn't matter if you're in Partner with Anthony or if you're not. This is a program that will work for anything and everybody, right? So, you know, if you're a Partner with Anthony student and you cannot get enrolled tonight, what does it mean? It means nothing. It just simply means that you will still keep promoting Partner with Anthony just like you always do. And that's that. Like, it won't be, it's not this big, oh my gosh, if you are unable to get enrolled, you still can do what you're doing, right? Let's see, just going through the questions, okay? Joanne says, if we see bugs, where do we let you know? Great question. Check this out. Letitia is on the ball with this software. I'm going to start bringing her over to our other members areas to help. You see this button right here that says contact support? Check this out. You click it, you just put your support question in, boom, it sends us a support question instantly, and we're working on a way where you can see those support answers inside of the software. So really, really simple. We want to make it easy for you to support, like if there's any bugs, if you need any help, we want to help you because we want the software to be awesome, right? Like we use it, so it has to work. Let's see. Can we use this for a real live event or only auto webinars? Good question. We are not in the real live event business, only auto webinars, okay? So only automated. Let's see. Joshua says, I feel I'm not ready yet. I'm too new. Listen, like I said, it doesn't really matter how new you are. There's always a moment in time where you can kind of take the leap from being new to being somebody that's like getting in seasoned. You know what I'm saying? Like ready to rock and roll. And so I wouldn't say that I would suggest if you've just never done anything in the world on the internet that you just go spend a ton of money. No, you guys know I don't do that. But look, even if you're new, you can do this because I'm going to build this stuff for you, right? Steve, Russell will not have a better offer than me. Don't you worry. And worry not, because anything that he offers, all of my students will get. There's one thing that I never, ever, ever, ever do, okay, ever. And that is let you guys not get access to every single thing that we have to offer. How many of you are aware of that? You've never seen a better offer for something and me say, well, you know, you guys got in late or you did it. No, right? It's not going to happen. What I want to do is I just want to make sure that you guys take action, get enrolled, and do this, okay? There's so many of you on here right now, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, I know there's people that are sitting at home and they're thinking, man, I don't know about that software thing, you know, I'm not really sure, all these kinds of things. I want you to understand something, like, you've got me on your side with this one, because this is my world, right? Like, this is my world, is webinars. And I'm gonna build these webinars, I'm gonna work on these webinars, I'm gonna knock these webinars out of the park specifically for you. But I can't do it if you don't have the software that does all of the webinars, right? Kenneth says, I'm scared, but I'm taking the leap of faith. Let me tell you something. You guys have seen, first of all, how many of you feel like my Partner with Anthony program is insane? Okay, all right. I like, for the value, the money that you spend, okay? I will make this more insane than that, because I'm gonna build so many webinars for you that it will absolutely blow your mind. And I'm gonna give them to you. And here's the thing, in the past on the Success Connection, and by the way, this is the link, here's what I'm gonna do, because we have been going for a while now. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put, let's take 10 minutes max. I'm gonna do 10 minutes. I don't even think I can do a timer on here. I don't even know how to do it, but 10 minutes. If you get enrolled in the next 10 minutes, we'll keep all of this stuff live. We'll keep all the bonuses live. We'll keep the webinar Wednesdays live. We're gonna shut that down. And then I gotta go on to the Success Connection. Like, I gotta give you guys access to the free funnels. And actually everybody that got access to Webinar Fuel needs to get, you got to get the share link to get the webinar I built for you. So I'm gonna give you all access to that in a minute. So 10 minutes, maybe I can, you know, I'm terrible. I'm absolutely just like, when it comes to time, I'm no good. Like, I can't, let's see, new window. Let's see if I can't make myself a little better. There we go. All right, in 10 minutes, we're gonna wrap this up, okay? So you get enrolled in the next 10 minutes, that's awesome. Again, I'm not pushing you. I'm not telling you that you're gonna fail in life if you don't get enrolled, none of that. I'm just saying, if you do get enrolled, you're gonna save a ton of money, you're gonna get access to a ton of awesome stuff, and it's gonna rock and roll for you, okay? Some of you that are saying that you've gotten enrolled, but you haven't gotten your password yet, this software lets you create your own password. So you'll get an email from us that lets you click it and create your account, okay? And that's it. Sherry says, what is this gonna cost me after this window? There's no other fees. We don't have any hidden fees to it. If you were to buy this next year, when we release it to the public, probably 6, maybe 7 months from now, it'll be $297 a month for what you're getting tonight. So it's $3,600 a year. Or you can pay one payment of $1,500, or you can pay one payment of $997, which covers the whole year for this year. And then next year, we'll bill you $97 a month, but for the $297 plan, okay? So yes, Paul, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Let's see. Valentina says, I'm new. We'll have the possibility to watch this again to understand how it works. Absolutely. You'll get a full replay of this webinar, 100%. Let's see. Perry says, I received the email but no link to create my account. Letitia Burrows, text me on my phone and tell me that everybody's getting the right email to create their account. How many of you have gotten access with the button to create your account? Just say yes. Okay, perfect. So lots and lots and lots of people. So if you did it, again, just email support. Letitia has promised to stay awake all night long for us. One other thing, because Paul is asking for it, and I know you guys, a lot of you that have been with me for a long time, you probably expect it, but we can't do it for this. We don't have a split payment option for this because honestly, the monthly payments are usually going to be $297, you know? And so it's like if we did a split payment, we really aren't, there's no real way to justify it. And so we don't have split payments created. I actually don't even have a way to do it because of the way that this is done. One person did say this. Dorsal said I needed till midnight. Dorsal, I would never not let you in. That's it. Like, you get an exception to the rule. You can get in on Friday for all I care. I love Dorsal. Always in the group, always helping people, always giving good information, always telling people what they need to know. Like, worry not. Here's the thing. What we are going to do is if you are trying to get enrolled right now and your card is declining, okay, which I know there are some of you, and I know it's late at night, and so I know what that means. That means that if it's late at night and you can't reach your bank, that I see it happening. I know we do our webinars late, that you're seeing all these declines and you can't get enrolled and you're going to miss the opportunity. You will not. Here's my guarantee to you. If you've tried to enroll tonight, okay, and your credit card is declining, 100%, I will honor whatever you're trying to buy tomorrow. So if you're trying to buy the $1,497 one, we'll send you the specific link for that and let you get enrolled, because I would never if you're trying to take action, there's no way in the world I would punish you just because your card didn't work, right? So don't worry about that. For those of you saying you didn't get your access email, two things: check your spam, check your, somebody said it was in the other folder in Gmail. I don't know what that means, but it's in a different folder in Gmail. And then also the enrollment, like the button to create your account is delayed, or not the button, the email. It's delayed by a couple of minutes because of all the stuff that has to happen in order for us to really make it happen, right? So look in your promotions folder, your spam folder. There's an email in there from us somewhere that will get you into the software, okay? We're coming up on 5 minutes. So if you've got any questions, now is the time to answer them. Anybody that gets enrolled in the next 5 minutes, you're still going to get all of the bonuses, okay? And all the things I put together. In fact, all of you are getting ready to get the webinar that I built for you, okay? So all of you are getting ready to get the Partner with Anthony Alpha webinar. Remember, please don't go promote it until I 100%, okay, show you exactly what to put in there, okay? Please, please, please. Can we suggest features? David, absolutely. We love suggestions. This software, great minds. Add as many great minds as you can and it'll get better. Letitia loves a suggestion because it gives her more work to do. Let's see. Nicole says, will we be billed a monthly fee next year? No, you'll never be billed a monthly fee. Let me take that back. If you buy the one-time payment for $14.97, you'll never have a monthly fee. If you buy the $9.97 plan, you'll be billed $97 a month, but that won't start until next year. Okay, so you have plenty of time to figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it. Let's see. How do I get a hold of you for payment tomorrow? Just email the support desk at support@webinarfuel.com. Okay. So if your card declined and you still want to get in tomorrow, just use that. You'll see me promoting this. I will be talking about this software throughout the rest of the week, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give this option.
throughout the rest of the week, right? Patrick says, what's the benefit of getting webinar fuel if you're an ambassador? So Patrick, I want to make a clear delineation, okay? My software is not just for my products. Like you can use the webinar fuel software with anything, right? For any automated webinar. But let's just say you're in the ambassador program. Next week, I'm going to release a done for you ambassador auto webinar, whereby you will literally have a completely done for you webinar for the ambassador program. Instantly, you'll be able to rock and roll with this, okay? So it will be very, very easy for you to start generating more sales with this. But it's super, super important for everybody, okay, to understand that we're going to build out products that you can sell that have nothing to do with my products. Like, it's awesome that we all get to, it's awesome that we all get to promote my stuff because it gives you something to promote, right? But I'm going to build you products for webinars that have nothing to do with me whatsoever. They're just yours. You see what I'm saying? So pretty good opportunity for all of you to be able to start making some money and building out some things that actually work, right? So we're wrapping up in 2 minutes. Is anybody else still trying to get in? Type number 1 if you're still trying to get in. And I don't know why some of you, I see Shada, I see Jim, I see Todd. Let's see, I see a lot of you trying to get in. Okay, if you're still trying to get in, I have Letitia on, like, somebody found it in the promotion staff. I have Letitia on the line to close down this option. What I'm going to do is give you guys a few more minutes, but I'm going to move on, okay, to showing everybody how they can get the funnels, how you can get the shared funnel that I built for you for Webinar Fuel and all of those good things. So I'm going to show you that right now, and she's going to hang out. And so if you're still trying to get in now, but I'm telling you, in the next few minutes, we're going to lock this thing down because I already know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to post this link in a group somewhere, and then all of a sudden, all these other people are going to get access to a one-time fee for this, and I can't do it, right? I just simply cannot do it, and will not do it. So this is strictly for you. Please understand me when I say this. This one-time only fee thing. I made this 3 minutes before we went live. So please respect that. Like, get in if you're getting in, but we really are. It's going to be gone in just a few minutes. Okay. Let me show you guys. Here, I'm going to stop this. Let me show you where your links are. I'll give you your password and all that stuff. Okay. And then you guys that are still enrolling, we're going to honor it while I'm on here, okay? But I'm going to move on. So if you're trying to get enrolled, still make it happen. You've got the link, webinarfuel.com/SC. All right, so let's check out the funnels. Okay, so here's the thing. I told you guys that next week, okay, I'm going to give you this exact same thing. In other words, well, I'm going to give you the opportunity to be able to sell the Partner with Anthony Alpha program through a replay webinar built in ClickFunnels, okay? So for that, you will actually need the webinar, right? Okay, you'll actually need the webinar. So here it is. This is the webinar. Wait a minute, hold on. Am I seeing things? Those are the same links. Time out. Party foul. Let me fix that before I give you this. So if you have questions about, I told you I was like just blazing through this, and I must have copied the same link twice. Somebody put that in the chat box. That is so, can't believe you caught that because I didn't catch it. So hold on, let me get you the right links. Let me make sure I give you the right links because that's, yeah, I missed this one. I guess I just didn't copy it or something. Hold on, let me fix that for you because we don't want that. We want you to get the correct links. So what I'm going to give you is the links that will allow you, okay, to use the video to be able to sell the Partner with Anthony Alpha program. So even though it won't be in our webinar platform and it won't have all of those bells and whistles and things that Webinar Fuel has, you will still have the opportunity, okay, to be able to sell it, all right? think I fixed this now. Hold tight. Let's take a look. Perfect. All right, I have fixed it, and I shall now show you the fix. Okay, because I'm crazy. All right, so this is the thank you page video link. This is the webinar video link. This is the whole webinar. Next week, I'm going to give you this whole thing, okay, built out inside of basically built out inside of ClickFunnels so that you have the opportunity to use it even if you did not buy this software, okay? These links, you don't just click on these links, okay? You have to put them in ClickFunnels, you know, in the page in order for these things to show up. But all the settings are such that you get access to this and you get to put them on any page, okay? Kim says, Anthony, I'm scared because I have no idea what to do next. My trust is in you for the year. I'm excited. Kim, first of all, I appreciate you trusting me. You know, look, you guys know, and I just hate it because sometimes people get on my webinar, and for some of you, this is the first time today. Like today is the first time you've ever been on my webinar. And I hate that it's time that I'm selling something. Because literally, I haven't sold something in over, I really think it's been over 2 years since I've sold a product like for $1,000 or $2,000 or anything. Like legit, you come back on the Success Connection next week and the next week and the next week and 52 more weeks, and it's just training, building, education, and giving you stuff. It's not me selling stuff. I do not use this to just go sell stuff all the time. This just happens to be something that we've been building for so long, and we want to get it out there to our audience. This is the fastest way to get it out to my top, like the people that are really like moving and shaking and doing a lot with us. So it's just kind of like, I kind of have to, at some point, sometimes I have to do this, right? But it's literally once every 2 years, you know what I mean? So stick with me, watch, I promise you, it's not a sales pitch all these weeks, or even hardly ever, right? Okay, so you've got these 2 links right here. This is the done for you webinar share link. If you bought Webinar Fuel, this is where you go to get the shared link to get the webinar that I built for you. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes if you do. I'm going to tell you the link to this for those of you that are new. So just hold tight. You'll get it. Don't worry. Okay. Just say yes. All right. I see lots and lots and lots of yeses. Very good. So you will get access to this, and this is what you will click on. All you've got to do is log in to Webinar Fuel, and then click on this link or paste this link, and boom, it'll load the whole webinar. It's going to freak you out. Everything is going to be done. Okay. So these are the 3 links that you want tonight. All of these funnels. So all of the funnels that we built for you, okay, let me make sure I don't have any codes left on these pages because, all right, so I don't, perfect. I probably ought to save that, just in case. I don't want my code to be on there and then you guys will get confused and then I'll make money and you won't. All of these pages, okay, are already built for you, opt-in pages and thank you pages, done for you, ready to go. So you can either use them, okay, with our software by putting those widget codes on there, or you can use them with other, you know, like I said, with what we're going to build next week and give to you next week, which is basically your webinar replay pages inside of here, okay? So the web, again, just so we're very clear, these links right here do not, you don't just go to those links, okay? They show up on, like if you put them into ClickFunnels page and you use that Vimeo link, there's no reason to watch it on Vimeo's website. You would only watch it on a page, right? So these links are the links you'll use when we put them on a ClickFunnels page, all right? So how do we get here, okay? How do we get to this page? This is your Student Resource Center, all kinds of cool stuff on here. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, you can join it. If you want to follow me on YouTube, that's always awesome. I do a lot of free training. If you don't have ClickFunnels, you can get ClickFunnels here. That's what all these funnels are built in. And then all of these are free businesses that I built. Like If you have ClickFunnels, you can go in and download all these. You can get every single business I've ever built for the Success Connection community completely free. Just boom, done, right? Very, very simple. So you will scroll all the way down to where it says your automated webinar business, and that's where you'll get all your funnels for this business, your shared webinar link if you've got Webinar Fuel, and then your video links for when we build you the replay pages for next week, which we will build, that will not require you to have the Webinar Fuel software in order to use it. So all of that is on this page. How do you get to this page? The question that everyone asks, how do we get here? The answer, so simple. It would be simple if I could get to 52 browsers open. Okay, over here. You will use this link right here. It is go.vsc.com/funnels. It's always been this. It always will be this link, okay? Go.vsc.com/funnel. The password for tonight is fueled, F-U-E-L. Why is the password fueled? Well, it's pretty simple because Webinar Fuel is where it's at. So you get access to all of that stuff by going to that link, go.vsc.com/funnel, and the password is fuel, F-U-E-L, okay? And then, of course, if you want to get Webinar Fuel, you can get in right now. We are going to wrap things up. I've now given you access to the shared link. I've given you access to the funnels. I've given you access to all the free stuff. Next week, I'm going to be giving you all of this built out in ClickFunnels so that you don't have to have this platform. If you are in our Facebook group, I would love it if you would just go in there and put Webinar Fuel rocks. In fact, I'm going to instruct Nick to give away $500 to somebody tonight. $500 to somebody tonight, okay? $500 to somebody tonight that posts Webinar Fuel rocks inside of the Facebook group. Nick is going to pick somebody and give you $500 cash. We'll PayPal it to you, all right? So tonight's Success Connection is officially technically over. My training, my teaching you about the webinars, showing you Webinar Fuel, all of that stuff, we're done. I'm going to hang out for just a minute to answer some questions on Webinar Fuel. But for those of you that are not getting it, not interested in it, you can still go to go.vsc.com/funnel, type in the password fuel, and you're good to go. You can get all the funnels, everything else completely free, and you'll be ready to rock and roll for next week. Gear says, do I understand right? I don't have to have ClickFunnels to use Webinar Fuel. That is correct. You can use Webinar Fuel with anything. So you can put it on any web page, okay? Super simple, super easy, no problem at all, all right? Let's see. Going through here, I'm looking at Yvonne, like Keith, Keith Miles, you have tried to check out about 50 times. So it would be a good idea, maybe don't try to check out anymore. I think it's probably just your card declining because it's late. I saw Randy Masterson, Yvonne, and I don't know if you guys have gotten through yet, but we will most definitely still let you guys get in even after we wrap up here. Let's see. Going through here, how is Webinar Fuel different or better than EverWebinar? So how is it different or better? Well, I mean, for one, it actually plays in software. That's the biggest thing. You know, automated webinars tend to look a lot like videos on a page. And that's probably one of the worst things that can ever happen is when an automated webinar just looks like a video playing on a page. It's terrible. That's what all of those other ones look like. Every single one of them look like that. And so I would just have to say that that's the number one reason. I could go over a million. Let's see. Okay, a couple of quick things. Yes, Webinar Wednesdays. I think it starts August 5th. Okay. So I basically want to give myself time next week to get any bugs worked out of the software, any problems worked out, like anything that we see that's kind of being wonky. We want to get that fixed. We want to get that taken care of. We want to get that addressed, right? And then we'll start Webinar Wednesdays on, I believe it's August 5th. I had it on my slide. Is it on my slide right now? It's not on that slide. It was on my other slide. So it'll be August 5th, okay? Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate it. I love it. I love it. So how do I define wonky? Weird looking, not good. I don't know. I just use it as some type of negative connotation, I believe. Does anybody else have any specific questions? Anybody else trying to get in? Because somebody said the thank you page link is still the same. That could just be ClickFunnels. Hold on, because those are definitely different links. Yeah. So if you're seeing the same link for both of these, just do a hard refresh. It means you probably already had this page open, and that's the reason. Do a hard refresh, and it should. Hard refresh means hold the shift key and hit the refresh button, and it should show up. It should show up properly for you to have both of them, because it is there. If not, just keep refreshing it, and it will eventually show up. Somebody asked a very good question. Will all of the links still work? Welcome to Bernard. Bernard is the latest person. It might be the last person to get in tonight. So congratulations to Bernard. Yes, my links, all of the links will be available inside of your Success Connection, kind of resource center. All of the links will be available for you past midnight tonight, since it's already past close to midnight. So we'll wait till probably 2, 3 in the morning before we bring those down. Okay. Sharon says, I'm on hold with the credit card office trying. No worries. No problem at all. Let's see. Just going through if there's any questions. By the way, I want to thank all of you. I didn't get a chance to do this because I'm trying to bounce around with so many things, and honestly, I haven't eaten. And as many of you have, Yvonne, that's cool. Just, talk to your bank. It's all good. As many of you so candidly pointed out, that I look a little bigger, maybe have a few more muscles than I used to have. I spend a lot of time working out now. I found that it makes me have a clearer head when I'm like going to do something. Like I have super clear vision of what I want to do and how I want to do it. And so I would say that even today, my brother was just shocked. He was like, I know you're doing this webinar fuel thing. What are you doing working out? I'm like, man, I don't ever miss. Like I've committed, like straight committed to actually doing it. And so I worked out, even though I told you, I literally made the link for you to enroll like 3 minutes before we went live. Pretty ridiculous. So at the end of the day, he thought I was crazy, and I probably was, to spend an hour working out. But I do it every day, and I never miss, so I didn't want to miss. But what that meant was I came home after working out, worn out, didn't get to eat dinner. I'm shocked that I'm even still like moving around, because I'm used to eating so much and so frequently, and all of a sudden now I'm not. Like I've skipped food for hours now. So I'm a little bit hungry. Chris says no time off from the gym. You're right, no time off from the gym. Like you got to be committed, and that's what I kind of tell everybody. Hey, welcome to Richard and David. Both of you just got in. Congratulations. This is awesome. Glad to see that you got in, and we're hanging out for just a little while to let some of you get in that haven't been able to get in. But I'll tell you this: like commitment is key. You know what I mean? Here's what I did. A lot of you think that like we don't really put we say you should have a mentor or a coach or something, but then we don't have one. Like when I started working out, I was in there, I was calling Letitia. I was sending Letitia gym selfies. My first selfie in the gym, I sent to Letitia. I know you guys think that's crazy and weird, but it's because she knows that I'm just married to my work. And so for me to be in the gym, she's like, huh? And it was not like I was like, really ripped or anything. It basically just looked like I got off my butt for a minute. But anyway, I digress. So I was really thinking to myself, like, I want to be committed. So I actually hired a personal trainer and started working out with a personal trainer every day. So I got in this routine, right? So I'm in this routine of I work out at a certain time every single day. And what I'd love for all of you to do is create routine. Because here's the thing, COVID has gotten really bad in Mississippi. One of my attorneys, he lost his mother on Monday to COVID. He has it, and his dad has it, and his dad's not doing well. He may lose his dad too. He may lose both of his parents in 1 week to this. And so I'm scared, and I won't even go even to the personal trainer anymore, which was just me and him. But even one human, I won't do it. And so so I'm working out by myself. But here's the thing: I've created the habit, and by creating the habit, guess what? I'm able to go every single day like clockwork. I go to the gym. But it's because I had a personal trainer that helped me create this habit. And what you've got to do is you've got to create a habit of working on your business. You got to work on your business at a certain time every day. You see what I'm saying? So that you are in this habit of doing it. It becomes the thing that you're doing, not the thing that you might need to be doing, but you forgot about, right? Super, super, super important, right? So I really think I really think that if all of you will create like a time, like a safe time, where you can go in and you can just basically say, okay, this is my time to work on my business, no matter what, and you prioritize it, right? It will help you immensely to be successful, okay? A couple of quick things, Michael, the Vimeo links are not working. I don't know how many ways to say this. Those links won't take you anywhere. You have to put those links onto a web page, like in ClickFunnels, right? Let me just open that. I hate to do this, but I'm just going to open it up. Hold on. It just means that other people can see it, which is not what I really want, but let's see. I'm just going to open it up so that, because people are, nobody's, I don't think, grasping the fact that you can't just go click on these links and watch these videos. That's not how it works. It never has worked that way. But I'm gonna unlock these for you guys because I don't want everybody frustrated with reality. But I am going to close them back down so other people can't get our videos. Now, if you click the links will work. I have fixed the no linking of the videos working. I have fixed this problem for all of you. You can now watch the video, but please understand that that's normal, what it was doing, because it's only allowed to be embedded. It's not really allowed to be watched online. Otherwise, now plenty of people that go to my Vimeo page will see it, which isn't ideal because then they'll be trying to buy. But it's all good. You can now see it. If you go to those links, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so with that said, guys, listen, I'm worn out. I have to eat something. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Here's what I'll do. I know, I see it. There's a couple of you saying that you are still trying to get enrolled and you're trying to, I know there's people, I forget when I make these comments that there are people that are trying to deal with credit card issues late at night. So I get it and I understand. So first of all, just a quick reminder, if you enrolled, okay, if you enroll, or if you tried to enroll and your card declined, don't worry, you will still get access at whatever you were trying to enroll at tomorrow, okay? If you email our support staff, okay, it's just support@webinarfuel.com. If you email our support staff and say, hey, I need to get enrolled for the one-time plan or the 997, whatever, we'll send you back an enrollment link. We'll send you a specific link to get enrolled. That way, you can take care of it, and you'll have it good to go for tomorrow when your banks open up and they approve your whatever, they approve your card. I'm losing my thoughts because I'm starving. So it'll be there for you tomorrow, okay? I will leave it up tonight for a few minutes while I wrap things up here. So we'll just say top of the hour. I'm going to take those links off that page. So I don't think anybody's going to be sharing it in the next 20 minutes. So I'm going to leave the links up, okay? This link will still work. webinarfuel.com/SC will work until, we'll say, 20 minutes from now to be able to get you guys enrolled. So if you want to, you can go and get enrolled there. In 20 minutes, we'll take the one-time payment option off of the page, okay? But again, if you want to enroll in that tomorrow, you can email support and we will take care of it for you, okay? So, with that said, I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Like I always tell you, have a great weekend, have a safe weekend, do something this weekend that other people aren't doing. That's the way you stay ahead of the game. The only way you win is you outperform other people. How do you outperform them? You out-practice and you spend more time doing what you're doing. You refine your craft, right? And then you can outperform, which lets you win. So do something this weekend while other people are out doing all this crazy stuff. Focus on your business, work on your business, dedicate a little time to it. And I promise you that'll give you the edge. It's going to help you have massive success. I thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Go in our Facebook group. Let everybody know Webinar Fuel rocks. When you do that, Nick's going to pick somebody, give away $500. Stay safe. Listen, this is not a political statement, but wear your masks, right? If there's even a chance it can help you or help the people around you, just put the damn thing on. Who cares about politics and all that stuff? This is about life or death. You know what I mean? Lots of people that we care about passing away, and we don't know what the right thing to do is. We don't know what really works and what doesn't work. But here's what I do know: if there's a chance that something can work, why the hell are we not doing it? Think about that. Wear your masks. Be safe. Keep the people around you safe. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Good night.